Hello friends, and welcome back to another HanSelah video where I talk about all things to do with graphic design and running my own freelance graphic design business. As we are entering into Christmas season and the festivities and holidays and gift giving, it's time for me to update the Graphic Designer's Gift Guide for 2024. If you want to see last year's gift guide, you can click up here and it'll take you there. But today, this is the updated, new and improved gift guide for graphic designers. So if you have a graphic design person in your life or someone creative and you want to gift them something, watch this video to get some inspiration for gift ideas that they will actually want to receive. I'm going to be designing in Kittl today because I know that I'm going to be removing a lot of backgrounds and I don't want to manually do it. So Kittl's AI background remover is going to make that super smooth. So let's design this gift guide together. So obviously, first things first, I always start on Pinterest for some ideas, and I've already searched for some ideas that I kind of want, but I'm kind of leaning towards this like old 2000s, kind of like Y2K magazine layout vibe. I'm really liking this look and feel. They've got this beautiful title, and then they've got some images where they've removed the background, and then they've placed the information all around. So I'm not too sure if I want it to be like super grid-like or if I want it to be a bit more sporadic. I'm probably going to go with the more sporadic route. I absolutely love this font. I think that is so pretty. Oh my gosh. But anyway, let's hop over onto Kittl. Let's create a new project. We're going to set it into millimeters and 300 dpi because obviously this is a print document. Currently, I've just set it to portrait, but I think I'm going to change it to landscape, depending on the layout. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's quickly drag and drop all of our images in. I'm not going to let you manually watch that because that's going to take forever. And now we're going to remove all the background using the AI background remover from Kittl. This is my absolute favorite tool that Kittl has. It works so well, and you can also edit the way that they have removed the background. Now I'm just going to go in and manually adjust some of these images. Some of them need a little bit of editing. Some of them need the background sorted a little bit more and just kind of like finessed and manicured. So I'm going to sort that out. Now I'm going to start laying things out. By the way, if you would like to try Kittl for free, you can click the link below in the description of this video to create a free account. And if you want to take it a step further and use that all that Kittl has to offer, I have a cheeky discount code for you. You can use my code HanSelahYT and you'll get 25% off your first month or your first year on all pro and expert paid Kittl plans. This is for new users. Okay, back to designing. I'm not too sure what I want to do with the typography, so I'm just kind of looking at what the different type templates they have for the headings specifically. I quite like this layout, but I'm not a fan of the fonts, so I'm going to change those fonts a little bit later. But let's have a look and see if there are any additional title templates that we can possibly use. I don't know, I just feel like I need some inspiration. Kittl actually has a massive font foundry, which I love because I love getting new typography and font inspiration. So it's quite nice to look at the type templates to get that sort of inspiration and use it as a guide. Sometimes I'll take their layout and then change the fonts, or I'll take the fonts and then change the layout. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with working with templates either. As long as you take that template and then make it your own and do some small adjustments, then you're all good. Templates are merely a foundation to help you with designing, so it's always good to add your own personal touch to those designs. Now I'm starting to update all of the copy or the text, and I've finally decided on my final gift guide ideas. So as you can see, we have a large variety of different gifts here. Some are relatively cheap and some are relatively more expensive. But that's always a great thing to include for graphic designers. I know a lot of our stuff can be quite expensive, but there are a bunch of stuff that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. For example, a really cool mug or a cool desk toy or an awesome lamp or some cool sketchbooks and new pens, stuff like that. Something that I didn't include in here is also like graphic designer books. I have so many graphic designer books and they are so beautiful. I get so much inspiration from them. It's awesome. Okay, so now I have the final layout, kind of. Now we need to go in and I want to add like a little bit of a texture. I kind of want it to have like a paper-like appearance to it. So I just looked up a paper texture on Kittl and now I want to add some doodles just to give some like character to the artwork, you know? So I looked for some doodles on Kittl, but I didn't really like the ones that popped up. So we're going to use the Kittl AI. So I just clicked on the left toolbar and then went all the way down to Kittl AI, put in my prompt, and now we are creating a whole bunch of AI doodles. It's quite nice because I can completely customize exactly what I want. And the Kittl AI actually really accurately depicts my prompt. So I've always been really excited to use Kittl AI because it works so well. I'm loving how these little AI icons, oh my gosh, that is a tongue twister, AI icons have turned out. So let's place these around. And I just realized that Kittl has a texture panel. What? So I dragged and dropped in a paper texture and then changed the color, but I can actually just apply a texture over to the whole artboard. So yeah. So let's actually delete the paper image and we'll add in a texture over the entire artboard. So Now that we've done that, now I can recolor it. Perfect. Loving that. Which texture should I use? This one or that? I'm not really a fan of that. Okay, we're going to go with this one. And you can also change the blending mode. So I'm just going to keep it back onto color burn because I feel that's the best one. Now let's just rearrange a little bit because I'm trying to decide if I want to have like a really large image and then small images. Kind of like the Pinterest inspiration, but I feel like it's not going to work for this one because I have so many visuals. So I think let's keep them all nice and small, but do a little bit of rearranging. And I think that works really well. But I feel like I'm also missing a lightning bolt, so let's quickly hop onto Kittl AI again and generate some lightning bolts. I'm going to put in a whole bunch of different prompts here so I can use a variety of them. So let's do like coffee and laptop and lightning bolt and pens and pencils and sketchbooks and stars and hearts and everything. So we've got a nice bank of images that we can use for doodles here. So let's drag and drop all of these. I'm going to rasterize it and then just erase so I can have each asset individually. And I'm really liking that. I think that's looking really cool. I'm just going to recolor the typography. I'm not a fan of the font, so we are going to change those. But in terms of the color, I'm liking the orange vibe. I feel like orange is very friendly, inviting, fun, playful color. It's quite exciting. It's warm. So yeah, I think that's a great colorway for this gift guide. Let's just continue doing some rearranging. I really like how that's looking. Very nice. Okay, now I feel that we need some music notes or something because we have the headphones in the top left corner and I need a doodle for that. So let's just quickly generate a cool doodle. I'm going to quickly erase and just customize that a little bit. And perfect. Oh, I'm loving that. That's awesome. Okay, let's sort out the elephant in the room, the fonts. So let's go back in and rearrange. I'm really liking that font, so let's align that throughout. And you know what? I'm just going to remove the little numbers. I don't think it's necessary. It's not particularly adding much to the design. I don't think I need to have numbered gifts. So yeah, we're going to take those all away. And now let's just quickly update all of the typography throughout, making sure everything's aligned. I'm just double checking the tracking and the kerning, just making it look a lot better and perfect. Okay, now that that is sorted, we now need to create a title. I'm going to go in and just look for some title templates in the typography panel. So let's drag and drop a few of those and then just go in and edit some of them. So I'm quite liking this vintagey vibe. I don't know, it's just so pretty. Ooh, I do like that. That's quite pretty. I love this G in this script letter font as well. I think that's very pretty. Okay, I'm loving that. That's very, very cool. I'm struggling to make the 2024 fit, so I don't know if I'm going to actually include it or not. Maybe under here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I'm going to remove the color black from all of the typography. So let's make it like a dark browny orangey color. Let's add a little shadow, make that a little bit three-dimensional. And now I'm just going to get a circle and I'm going to recolor it to orange and add a blur. Yeah, I think that looks quite cool. I don't know, it just adds like pops of color. Also, guys, if you hear my dogs barking, please ignore it. I don't know what's going on outside. Maybe there's someone cutting grass or something, but they are going crazy and they keep barking. I don't know if my mic can pick it up or not, but if you can, sorry. And now the last thing I want to do is on the Pinterest board, there were like these cool highlighted elements or sections. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go through and like highlight it almost as if this is like a school catalog or like a back to school catalog. So I'm really liking that vibe. I'm very happy with it. I think that's super cool. Let's go throughout and just add that into all the separate little panels. I think I'm going to do one highlighted word per image or per block of text. Yeah, let's do that. I'm quite happy with that. Coming back into the title, I am just aligning these fonts and adding in my Instagram handle. I think that's a good idea. I saw one of the Pinterest ones also had an Instagram handle and I think that was quite clever. And let's just adjust this space over here. I'm going to move the T over. Perfect. Now it's time to export. Obviously, we're exporting at 300 dpi as a PDF because I am going to print this. This is a print document and it's not digital. And while we're here, we might as well mock it up as well. Kittl actually has its own mockup generator, so you can just click on the artboard that you want and then click create mockup, and you can go through all of these different sections and have a whole bunch of beautiful mockups. Except my design doesn't really fit the mockup size, so I guess I could take this into Photoshop and just readjust it. For the laptop screens, it's not a train smash. I can just add a black bar around it and then it looks like it's just zoomed out. So perfection. Now it's time to print. And there you go. Oh my goodness, that's looking so cool. So it's time to now crop it. So I've got my craft knife and let's quickly do that. And boom, that is looking so beautiful. Oh my goodness, the graphic designer's gift card. So here you go, friends. It's done. I'm so excited. So let's break down the graphic designer's gift card for 2024. All of the gifts on here I actually own already, so I've used them or I have them, so I can vouch for all of these, which is why I'm recommending them as gifts. Now, as I said, there are different price points here. Starting off nice and strong, we've got headphones or AirPods. Obviously, we love listening to music and that sort of stuff, so this is a great option, blocking out all the sounds and distractions of the day. Next one is the moon lamp. I actually have the moon lamp. It was on my Christmas wish list last year. My husband got it for me. So here it is. It sits on my desk and I can change the colors. It's really cool. So yeah, it's really, really awesome. And there we go. I can also like make it flash and blink different colors. I can make it smooth. I can fade it so it can like slowly change color as I'm going along. So maybe I'll keep it on that one. I can also change the brightness, so let's just make sure it's on its brightest option. Moving on, we have a cool mug. We love cool mugs. We drink a lot of coffee, so that's a great option. It's not very expensive. Same as a coffee press. Having good quality coffee is like chef's kiss. Next one is a fountain pen for drawing and ideating. I love fountain pens. I have one back in South Africa, but I left it there, so I actually need to get a new one. Or next time we travel back, I will bring it back. But these are great if you are doing some cool drawing and sketching. Talking about sketching, we have a Moleskine sketchbook. I personally use Moleskine, which is why I love it, so it's good quality. Next thing, okay, desk toys. So like a Rubik's Cube, maybe a little Lego, maybe one of those like cool puzzles that you can do. Any sort of like a desk toy is going to be a great option for a graphic designer. Next up, we have the Anker wireless docking station. Mine actually sits here on my desk. I have this one and I use it and it works really well. I can charge my AirPods and my phone at the same time. Another tech object is the Logitech Master MX3S. Mine's the one for Mac, but you can use the one for Windows. Here's my mouse. If you've been a long time follower, you will know that I endorse this mouse. I absolutely love this mouse. It is super cool. You can connect it up to 3 different devices by clicking this button on the bottom. So I've got it set to my iPad, my Mac, and then my old Mac. And yeah, it's super cool. And the charging port is here. So if you have to, you can charge it at the same time as using it. But yeah, it's also got this like infinite scroll. You've got the different modes as well. So you've got like the rough mode and then you got the smooth infinite scroll mode. It's also really silent when you click, like you can hardly hear that. It also has the side scroll wheel and then also 2 buttons down here. So yeah, really, really cool. I just realized as I was clicking my mouse, I was clicking all over my laptop screen. So now there's a lot happening, but it's fine. I'll sort that out later. Next up, we have the Pantone postcards. Now, I've actually got the full box and set. I actually, back in the day on TikTok, I would actually paint these on TikTok. It was like a series. And so each of my postcards actually, I painted on them, like little paintings and artworks. Fun fact, I mean, your graphic design person can paint them. They can stick them up on their wall. They can send them to people, whatever they want. I personally painted them. I didn't finish all of them though, because there's a lot of them, but maybe that can be a goal for next year to like finish the Pantone postcard series. I don't know. Let me know if that is something that you guys would want to follow along and watch me paint. But anyway, back to the gifts. Okay, we next have a water cup with a straw. I always find if it has a straw, I drink a lot more water. So with a straw is very important. Winsor & Newton watercolor paints. This is the travel size. It's really nice to keep on the go. It's only a set of 12 colors. I think it's 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes, 12 colors. I personally have this little travel size one and I have the large full studio pan. So they're both really great, but Winsor & Newton makes some good paints. Next up is a laptop stand. I also love this thing. Mine sits on my desk over here. So when I connect my laptop to my monitor, I put the laptop on the stand. It just helps so much with my neck and my back and my posture. So definitely recommend, especially if you're working without a monitor and you just have your laptop screen, please get yourself a laptop stand. You can get one for like 10 euros, 15 euros. So they're not expensive, but highly recommend. Next thing, okay, the BenQ Screen Bar Halo. By the way, none of these are sponsored. It is an incredible tool. Oh my goodness. So mine is connected right now to my monitor. I will show you it. There it is, boom. So I've got this little touchscreen thing and it's got all these different modes. So this is obviously off. I can switch it on. I can put it to the front. I can put the light to the back. I could put the light to the front and the back. It's really nice because it doesn't like glare over your screen, and it really just helps with glare, especially when you're working late at night. I can also change the temperature so you can see it's getting warmer or it's getting cooler. This is auto, so it's going to auto adjust, but I have my softbox on because I'm filming the video, so it's not going to show as well. But anyway, then we've got like favorite modes, for example, and then we've also got your brightness. So you can make it really not so bright, or you can make it very bright like that. Okay, so let's change this temperature now because it's all out of whack. Oh my gosh, there we go, that's better. So just make it a bit cooler, not so hot. Boom. But this is a very good investment. It is a bit expensive. I think I paid about 200 euros for it, but I 100% hands down recommend this. If you don't want to get something so expensive, you can get like an Amazon desk lamp. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you may see that I used to use like a cheap Amazon one before I got the BenQ Screen by Halo, and that was only like 15 or 20 euros. So if you don't want to spend 200 euros on this, you can just get a cheaper desk lamp that's like a strip and it's on an arm, and then it comes behind your monitor. So that is a cheaper alternative to this, but if you've got money to spare, it's hands down worth it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we are almost done here. I think the last thing left is, Micron's Copics and Posca pens. So Microns are waterproof liners or like markers, but like really thin. Copics are alcohol markers. They're thick, they're beautiful, they're amazing for illustrating. And the last one is Poscas. Poscas are acrylic markers, so acrylic paint markers. Copics are very expensive, so you can use Ohuhu markers. Those are budget friendly and they also work just as well. Posca markers are also expensive, so you can get Artistro markers and they work just as well. Artistro are the budget-friendly version of Poscas. So yeah, just some good drawing pens and stuff to sketch and create and just be creative with. Those are always great options. The last thing as well is graphic design books. We love graphic design books for inspiration, anything like that. I could probably make a whole video on books that I recommend for graphic designers, so let me know in the comments if that's something that you want. But yeah, the last thing that I can say is you can also gift your graphic designer person software, for example, or subscriptions to mock-up sites or graphic design tools or anything like that. For example, I used Kittl today to create this gift guide. So if you want to gift your graphic design person a Kittl subscription, you can do so by clicking the link in the description of this video, and you can use my code HanSelah to get 25% off your first year or your first month on all pro and expert paid Kittl plans for new users. So that is something as well that they would probably appreciate. Anyway guys, I hope you have the most lovely day. It's super exciting going into December with all of the festivities and the end of the year. Again, I apologize if you can hear my dogs. They're going crazy. I don't know what the neighbor is doing, but anyway. Shush! It's wild. Anyway, shame, my poor husband is also trying to sleep and the dogs are just like rah, 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 rah. Anyway, have a lovely day guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know which one is your favorite, or if you have any other recommendations for graphic designers, let us know in the comments so you can help create the perfect gift guide for designers. Don't forget to check out this video if you want to see more creative content like this and learn more about being a graphic designer and running your own freelance graphic design business. Have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Bye!